Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com. You know, every so often, miracle of miracles, the major labels show signs of life. It's a weird phenomenon because they no longer do any kind of like notable promotion or anything, and they don't really try to sell stuff, but they release things. They do, and here is like the latest thing that they released, and it's like rather recent. It seems to have been recorded in 2025. Is it really? I don't know if it was recorded then. It's released then. Let's take a look. I just want to get the date down because I'm so curious about these things, how they do this. Okay, here we go. No, of course not. It was recorded in 2023 and 2024. So there you go. I mean, it was a little while ago. And as I expected, because, I just don't see anything happening from these people that makes any sense. But it does make sense because it's Jean-Yves Thibaudet. Oh, he's still around. He's still a Decca artist. And Decca, once in a while, I guess, bestirs itself to do something with him, with the Los Angeles Philharmonic doing the Khachaturian Piano Concerto. Now, this is really a novel release because it's been ages since somebody did the Khachaturian Piano Concerto. In the 50s and 60s, and even in the 70s, Khachaturian's concerti were rather popular. I mean, they're tuneful, they're exciting, they're brilliant for the soloist. I mean, they're oodles of fun. They really are, but you don't hear them at all anymore. I can't think of the last time that I saw an orchestra in my hemisphere doing much Khachaturian for any of his concerti. And this is a particularly well thought out disc because what do you put it with? You could do other things, but it's really nice that they focused this around Thibaudet and Khachaturian. So what you get is piano versions of the Adagio of Spartacus and Phrygia from the ballet Spartacus, which is just a lovely, lovely work, and the Saber Dance, and you get for the first part. So those are arrangements for piano. Some of them actually, I think, were made by Thibaudet. Let me just check here. And some of them were not. I have it. You're supposed to tell me. Wait a minute. Oh, here we go. There we go. Yes, the Adagio was arranged by Thibaudet. The Saber Dance was arranged by Oscar Levant. Yeah, well, that's fun. And then you get the Piano Concerto, which is a big work. I mean, it lasts, 32 minutes, 31 minutes here. And then you have the Lullaby from Gayaneh, whatever the hell her name is, transcribed by Oscar Levant. And then Pictures of Childhood, a lovely little suite. And the Masquerade suite, arranged by Thibaudet. The Masquerade suite's fun. It really is fun. It ends with that gallop. It's all loony music. So you've got a Khachaturian fest. And the transcriptions, embrace the piano concerto at the center, which is splendidly played. Oh, my goodness, it's wonderful. Really, you forget. Khachaturian, first of all, he's got a reputation for being kind of second rate. I mean, who are we kidding, right? Especially because his symphonies are just like, ugh, God, horrible. Well, the third particularly. And the second, the Attack of the Avon Lady. I did a little video about that, That's what it sounds like with the bells going bong, bong. It sounds like some serial killer is at your door with a bag of, cosmetics or something. Anyway, so in large forms, let's put it that way, his reputation has somewhat sagged, and justifiably so. But on the other hand, his concertos are lovely, especially the violin concerto and the piano concerto. Those are the popular ones. And they just seem to have sunken from view. So have his ballets. I mean, it was all socialist, realist, romantic, nationalist stuff. And I guess people aren't too much interested in like Armenian folk music or whatnot. But gosh, it's pretty, and it's colorful, and it's rhythmic, and it's exciting, and it sounds, film-esque. And this piano concerto, I mean, it's really brilliant. The finale and the first movement are dynamic. It's in cyclical form. The opening comes back at the very end. The slow movement is lovely. absolutely lovely. I mean, it really ought to be a repertory piece. I can't imagine it not being as crowd pleasing as any of the concerti of Prokofiev. It's about the same length as the Prokofiev second or third. A terrific work. And so it's wonderful to have this. This was a live recording, of course, because they can't be bothered to actually spend money on studios anymore. But it's played to the nines. I mean, Dudamel accompanies beautifully. The orchestra sounds great. The sonics are terrific. It's a nice resonant bass drum in there, which is fabulous. And Thibaudet is on top of his form. He really is. The whole program. I mean, the piano transcriptions, the other things, they're tuneful and wonderful. I mean, it's a lovely, lovely disc devoted to a composer who gets very little attention these days, who wrote some fine concert music and now some delicious solo music. I mean, who knew that Oscar Levant was transcribing Khachaturian? And Thibaudet is wonderful at that stuff. I mean, he's a very, very fine artist generally, not just, keyboard diddling, but also in doing transcriptions and composition and things like that. I mean, he's the full package. So it's great to hear him popping up completely unexpectedly on Decca with a major orchestra under a major conductor. I mean, boy, it's like the good old days when things like this were happening all the time. So keep on listening, friends, and give this a shot. You'll enjoy it. You really will. Take care.